Good day, gentlemen. Hope you guys are doing well this Friday. This is your Friday motivational reminder of what's coming up this weekend. It's Friday, like I said. What are your plans this weekend? Have you thought through, your movement patterns? Have you thought through what you're going to eat? What do you have going on, right? Think through the events. Is there a party? Is there some hockey games or sporting events that you're attending? Is there a get together with someone that potentially could be challenging for you while you know, are on this weight loss journey? The key here is that you don't wreck what you've just done Monday to Thursday. Remember, Friday, Saturday, Sunday is 33% of the week. So you can't be A plus Monday to Thursday and be a D minus. That's not going to end your week very well. So think about, what's coming up tonight, tomorrow, Sunday, and how you're going to navigate that. If you start thinking about those things and you're conscious of it, then you can make a better plan. Then you can go in with a proper game plan and think, okay, I have this event. Here's how I'm going to eat. Here's what I'm going to do. If you're going out for dinner, that's what usually happens on the weekend with most of us. Okay, where are we going? Let me look at the menu and figure out before I sit down and I'm starving and I see all the great things in front of me on the menu. What am I going to eat? There's nothing wrong with the steak and some potatoes, right? Just make the necessary alterations to those, right? Take it, ask for without butter because, everything is cooked in butter because it tastes better, right? It's just simple like that. So, if you're going to a restaurant and, order yourself a steak and ask for no butter on the steak and get yourself a baked potato, butter on the side so you can control it. So think about what you're going to eat and where you're going to go. Think about, what do we need to defrost so we can cook dinner and be, ahead of the game. One little rule in our family is whoever does the dishes gets to defrost the meat for the next day. So if you do dishes and you load the dishwasher, you're pulling out the chicken or whatever you decide you're going to eat. Last night we decided we're doing steaks Saturday night, and that's usually our night to do steaks. Tonight's going to be chicken. I did the dishes. I took out the chicken. Girlfriend, wife doesn't want to do chicken. I said, well, I did the dishes, so we're having chicken tomorrow. So, but stick to some meals that are consistent for you and that work well. You may have seen my video on uniform eating. Boring is good. Boring gets you through the day and the week. And like I've always said, if you don't want to eat it, you're not hungry. So figure that part out. But the key piece here is don't get caught without a plan this weekend. The holidays are long over. Go through your cabinets and your countertops. Make sure there's no junk food around, no chocolates, no fucking cookies. Get rid of all that shit. Clean it all up. But make sure you have a plan this weekend. Get movement in. However you got to do it. If the weather is shit and you don't want to go outside, get to a mall and walk it, right? If the weather's nice, then get outside. Here's some other things that help when it comes to, you're out shopping all day and getting groceries and running errands. Pack a water bottle, pack yourself some protein, whether it be beef jerky or a protein bar or a protein shake. Have something with you so then you don't make a decision like hitting McDonald's or Wendy's or Chick-fil-A or whatever, right? So make sure you plan beforehand, okay? Think about it, talk to your partner. Where are we going today? What's the plan? I'm going to pick up a few things, grab an apple, and put that in the car, and then you're on your way. But the key piece is to be mindful of what's happening in front of you and continue on in your journey. So the time we have together isn't forever. So really use the time that you and I are together to make sure you get really good progress on your program as well as help from me. So if you have situations where you're not sure what to do, you have something coming up, send me an email. It's probably the best way to do it because it's on my phone and I can respond with some help, right? Drink lots of water. If you happen to have a high salt diet, that's going to take some water to get through the flush out. So, but I want you to focus on protein, 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 and everywhere you can get it. And the easy way to do it, if you're not hitting your goal, is to drink it, right? The Fairlife stuff from Costco is phenomenal. I have a flat of the vanilla, I have a flat of the chocolate, and sometimes we have some fun when we freeze it and we do a Ninja Creamy and sprinkle some stuff on top, and boom, there you go, right? You can even make it more impactful by taking the Fairlife chocolate, adding another scoop of chocolate, and really doubling up the protein, and then adding some 0-calorie syrup on top that you can find anywhere, to be honest, and have an amazing ice cream with, almost 80 grams, 60, 70 grams of protein, right? So let me know what your plans are. If you need help, I'm here all weekend. But be mindful of what's going on. And when you finish the weekend and you're ready to go, think about Sunday and what the plan is for Monday then. This is your routine, right? Thursday, Friday, you're working on the weekend and seeing, okay, what's happening? What are our events? What's going on? When Sunday hits, okay, gotta get groceries. What's the eating pattern for the next week? What are things that could be potentially pitfall? And that's thinking it through. Once you start to think it through and you're consistent with it, then there shouldn't be anything that blows a tire on you, right? It's when you go into a situation and you haven't thought it through and you get caught with your pants down. So no different than at work, right? Preparation is everything. So prepare yourself for the weekend, prepare yourself for the week, get the groceries you need, get the stuff in the car, get the water, and you're ready to go and you're going to have an amazing week and drop fat, right? So anyways, gents, hope the week was good. Happy Friday. Plan. Drink the water. Get the movement in. I'm here for you if you need anything. But let's go get it. All right. Have a good weekend. Cheers.